in the House of Artists. We have a clear system. That means first is we take people who has the necessity of living there because they need help in their life. And the second is that they need a talent, or I must have the fantasy that this guy has a talent. And then we check his mental problems and make a system for treat it. And one part of the treatment is also the day to have a system of work for the day.
It's not a therapeutical place, it's a place where people come together who want to do art or work artistically. So it doesn't depend on a diagnosis or on talent. It's really just the wish to create something is what everybody has got in common.
It's like a program. They have a program when they should do what? They go to the studio, for example, and in the afternoon they work a little bit in the open, and then they still go to the studio. That it looks like more or less a job, a normal job, with few hours, because it's very important for people to have a clear system where they integrate it in a group, and they have a position more or less in this group.
And the advantage of cooking is that it lasts a long time. It's not only 3/4 of an hour when you go to a quick therapeutical lesson. No, it's the whole time. We saw the artists, respectively, the patients, the whole time. We could talk to them in a very normal way. We always have been able to live a very normal life, and they got what we all need. They got respect, and that's the success of the whole system.
Yes.
You don't have it hardly at any other place, that you live together the whole day, the whole time with those people, that you're deeply interested in what they're doing.
Success can be really on different levels. It's success if you're satisfied by reaching a own goal. You have a goal to do something in an artistic way, and you need long time to reach this goal. This is one kind of success. Mm-hmm. The second one here in the studio is to have a good communication. You work, but you also have contact to other people.
The people as they are, because you can see it's when you see the glass full of water, you see it more empty or more full, and here it's the same. Johann Pfeiler had decided to see the talent and not the illness. And this was the focus, and this was the most fascinating thing for me and for many people who worked here and who are still working here. To focus at the healthy part, at the talents, at that what functions, at that was what makes people happy or give them a life as an artist.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
The next step is that if your work also is exciting for external people, like Nina Kacznik for the gallery, you know, that means he has he gets some kind of praise or applauded, or this, but other people tell you that what you're doing is wonderful, you know? Yeah. And this is one thing, it's more a psychological thing. The next is that your work, which you made, gets a special, how to say, a higher level of quality, which is introducing you into a kind of business. That means that a gallerist here or somewhere else wants to sell them or to exhibit them in the first thing. That means you find a way that more people can see your product, your artwork. So this is success of the first kind of professional success.
Yes. It's the way to a meaningful life. It's the idea of finding a meaning in your life or sense through doing something where you're good at, brings you a better life quality. And this is something you can say to everybody. I think it really, these are people who have lived sometimes a long life in psychiatric hospitals, and it was full of traumas and full of bad times, so it's maybe more important. And there wasn't even the idea of I can find meaning in my life again, but I think this finding something that makes sense for you is healthy for everybody, and everyone is somehow searching for identity, and that comes through having a purpose.
But the destigmatization it's what I mean when I say that the focus is on the talents. And then when somebody sees that, the others also see it. The society also is able to see it. But somebody has to tell them, look at that. What this young guy is producing is great art.
Yes.
In first time. And that's why it shifted from a house of patients to a house of artists. Because Johann said, these are my colleagues. These are artists, these are my colleagues.
If this gallery is able to sell pieces, then it's a double success, because on one hand you get the mentally success that many people can tell you make something very good, and on the other hand you can find people who say it's not only that I like this product, it's so important for me that I buy it. That means I take my own money for your work. And this is on one hand a thing of money, on the other hand, but also a thing of a mental satisfaction, that you are able to do something which is so important for other people that they work a short or longer time to get money to buy this piece. This shows you that your work has importance.
For me, is cooking really it's a role model for many other, which is then very good for other people they are suffering on psychologic or psychiatric illnesses, and can express them through art or something. So for that, it's a role model. For the artists, it's that they are well known as artists and not as persons who are suffering, and they earn their own money, and that's important, because this is really important for somebody's life to earn money, or to be, and means respected by the society, whatever that is. And it's great for us to work here. It's a great space to work here.
And the next level is that you sell more, so that this can go up. But on one hand, it's really important that the people like it, then you sell it, and more or less, the last point is that you earn money with your own work. And this is the top level, so more or less, of professional artistic working, that you can live from your work. And there are just a few % of artists who are able to live from their work, from their artistic work.
But I think it's a big thing that people who are normally disvalued or valued or just seen in their disease, that they have the chance to be seen for something they can do, especially because of their seeing the world in their own way. But I think everybody sees the world in their own way, but maybe a little bit more special, and that this is something great and not something missing. This is something they have more, not less. Yeah, and for me, it's great, really. The identity changes a bit, and when someone really was here and has seen what is happening, then I think it changes society too. Small, but much. Yeah, also for one person a lot, and for the whole society I think we have to do much more, but yeah.
You can help to carry this thought and this cooking spirit in the world. And that is, I think, when I can have a wish, then I would wish that you can do that. As one of many of our embassies, because it's so important for so many people, not just for the cooking artists. They are okay, they are fine right now, but it could be a role model for so many more.
Yes.
That's the most important thing.
Falakla told me the picture should be from yourself. Should come from your inside, from your illness, from your sickness. It has to come from you, the picture, from your own.
Yeah, it's a grown institution with all its parts, and there were very heavy changes and guiding changes for future.
I think cooking is a very a special place. It's a little bit magic. I thought in the beginning when I started to work in cooking.
I think it's quite important that we in Austria have the place here, that we have cooking, yeah. It's very, very important, and as you could see from the past, you know, for example, we have the very, very good exhibition now in the first floor in the museum, yeah, from Mr. Jean de Buffet, yeah. He was one of the starters for this kind of working. It's so important that people with problems with psychiatric problems, that they are allowed, that they may do something and they can express, and that they can show what's going on in their mind, in their heart, in their body, you know, that they can put it out as ever they like, you know. And you see what comes out, yeah, and this is fantastic for me, yeah.
I'm very proud to be with this technique in the gallery. I don't go to the gallery. The gallery come to me.
Cooking is a meeting point, and everybody coming with prejudices is leaving without, I think, because the place speaks for itself.
Whenever I'm here, I'm relaxed, and I feel extremely good when I'm here. I can't say why. Last week when I was here, I was by the villa upstairs. I always stand there. I'm on the point. I'm looking to the courtyard here, and then I can say I'm in the middle of my life. I'm with me. I really like this atmosphere here. Yeah.
I think for me it's a holy place.
Holy place.
Yes. And you must respect this place. It's a place for me to drawing.
It's like a family, a community.
Success is cooking, is vivid, is life.